Welcome to Gen Z Journey. Today together with us is Sunny, and Sunny is born in Indonesia in the year 2006, which is very shocking. Currently she's studying International Business Management in University of Nottingham Malaysia, and she's the founder of Balloon Love. And right now she's also the Chief Executive Officer of Youth Entrepreneurs Society of University of Nottingham Malaysia. Did I miss out on any interesting parts of your life?
Maybe just to add on, I'm a final year student, and then previously, I stayed in YES for like 4 years already, and then previously I was the CO, and then also the program department, so it's like running for events, and then I also take up some roles for such as like the NAPS rep, school representative, I think that's
Interesting. Wow, you're really a high achiever, and then you've been in different roles and really particularly staying really loyal to YES itself.
yeah.
Okay. But yes, let's jump straight into your studies first. So, I'm just wondering, you chose international business management. So, what was your plan back then?
To be really honest, there was like no plan for this, and then like at first I was like want to study like psychology, because I find it interesting. However, after I consult and then like some advices given from my parents, and like then I go for my second choice, which is business, because I somewhat like business things like since I was like young, and then I feel it interesting, and then I found like Nottingham, and then I saw the course, I came across that, and I saw like international management. I think I'm kind of interested in management stuff, so yeah, then I just choose international business.
I see. Okay, very interesting. Also, like that time you haven't thought of like long-term plans and all that. It's just like kind of like, oh, a pure interest.
Pure interest.
Wow, okay, that's cool. That's cool. And I noticed like one big thing. I don't know. I did not particularly saw this when we were preparing the interview note, but once I noticed it, I cannot forget about it. You're born in the year 2006, and now you're in final year. So basically, this year you are 18.
Yeah, I'm 18.
And then 18 is the year where you start to get a lot of things. You can start to do a lot of things, but now you're graduating uni. How does it feel entering university at such a young age? I believe when you enter, it's like
15.
15.
Yeah, 15.
How does it feel like?
To be really honest, like when I was 15, it was like foundation back then, and then I feel to be really honest, I feel nothing different from others. But then like my people around me was saying like, "Oh my God, wow, you're so young and you're in foundation already," and then like I think most of it like come from other people,
Okay.
rather than myself.
Is there a reason why you felt normal, or like, because like it doesn't sound like you have any, I don't know, sort of fear or anything?
I think it's just purely me. I think I have no difference than them. Then like, so just normal.
See, okay, that's cool. That's really cool. Do you feel like there's any differences compared to you and your peers? I believe most of the peers are at least 17 or above when they join, is it?
Time I think there was like 19.
Oh, 19, yeah.
Yeah, they were like
Oh,
19,
bigger gap, okay.
18 or 18. Some people, I guess. Don't think there was like any significant difference. I think all based on like your thoughts, your mind, something like that. So as long as you act like mature enough, then I don't think there's any difference between.
I see. Okay, that's really cool. That's really cool. Do you think it is a good idea entering this?
Very young. I think it's a good idea for myself. I mean,
Okay.
like some people might thought that, you come to university at such a young age, then you might miss a lot of like fun things, like when you're high school, something like that. But I feel like if you speed around your like life a bit, I think you can do more. So I think it's very interesting for me to like learn from people older than me. So yeah.
I see. That's really cool. So, what made you join Youth Entrepreneur Society? Well, you joined for 4 years. This is your fourth year, and then right now you're the CEO, the president. What made you join initially?
Initially, it was a foundation time. It's MCO, and then like it is like online based. So we go to teams to look at all the channels, and they're like having teams there, and then maybe they would like introduce about their society. So I don't actually entered like the channel itself, I just like looked through the list and then I found like anything interesting, something like that. Then I joined two at that time. I joined psychology club and also youth entrepreneur society. Youth entrepreneur society is because like I feel it. The name is like wow, youth entrepreneur. I feel like it's very interesting. Maybe I should learn something. Then I mean I heard from my friends as well. Like from at university you need to like get some experience from clubs, or maybe to have a life inside university. So I just like okay, well, then I just come in and then I applied for a committee role. Then yeah, I get to be now. Yeah.
I see. Okay. But what made you stay?
What makes me
I mean, like, it's normal for students when they join and then, like, after a year, have fun, try something new, jump to another one. Yeah, what made you stay and then being so loyal all 3 years, progressing through the ranks?
For me, I think I learned a lot
Mm-hmm.
from the society itself, like from the friends inside the committee and everything. I get to learn different things at different role.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel like, oh, I get to learn all of this finish already, then I need to jump to another place. Because I feel like there's always something new from this role, and then like there's always something that I want to achieve more. Like, so just stay here. Like, I mean, I get the offer somewhere else as well.
Wow.
But I just feel like got some feeling to yes as well, because already a lot of years here, and I feel like I want yes to be better. Yeah, something like that.
I love that. I love that. Okay. What's the proudest moment in yes for you?
Proudest moment in yes for me, I think every moment is very proud.
Oh.
Because as long for me it's like my goal this year is like as long as everyone learn and achieve their goal and improve, I think that's my goal for this year lah. So what if I see people improving, then I'll be like very happy.
I see. That's beautiful. Okay, really interesting. Yeah. What would you say is the biggest learning?
Biggest learning, I think at first when I first joined, like I joined as a program committee, which is like doing events, and that time maybe still young, I feel so I mean a bit nervous when handling stuff coming in. You'll be very like nervous, like when things come to you. However, like I see my leader is like, oh, it's okay, this is small matter. Then I feel like wow, okay, this is what I want to be. So I'm like okay, I need to learn. Then like throughout the way I listen more and then look how people lead and how people learn stuff more. Then slowly make it to your style itself. Then yeah, that's what I feel I learned and like my achievement.
Okay, that's really cool. Do you feel like this whole experience, this whole 4 years, has been helpful in other parts of your life?
I think yes, it's a definitely yes, because there's a lot of things like between people and people, and these things you can never learn it like when you don't experience it. So when you got the chance to experience it, to lead a team, like how to juggle between like different ideas, I think it's very good for you to learn this, and then maybe perhaps you can try it like in the future as well.
I see. Okay, that's really cool. Is it hard for you to juggle between
People.
uh more like studies and this this
part.
responsibility, especially right now your final year, like this particular year for me, for you? I guess you just started, but interested to hear how do you find it?
Okay. From my year one, start from year one, I study during study week. So
Okay.
like my whole semester, I can just focus on other stuff first.
Okay.
Then when it comes to like exams or assignments, then exams I'll study during the study week itself. I'll plan ahead. I'll know like what time I should start, like at
Okay.
least, so I can plan ahead. And then like I'll make sure I complete everything. And then for assignment wise, I think it's kind of maybe I tried it to complete it like usually I complete assignment for between 3 days. First day will be like the generation of idea, and then the second day will be like the typing all of the thing out, make sure everything is right, and then the third day is like referencing and everything. So I know where is my, max out capacity
Okay.
somewhat. So, if like I'm lazy, then I'll be leaving it until like, okay, I know this 3 day I can complete. Then there's still 1 day before the deadline, so I'll complete like later a bit. Yeah.
I see. It seems like you're very, very structured and disciplined. How did you do that? Because honestly, I mean, like previously, I was the many years ago. Now compared to your age, I was the vice president as well in Youth Entrepreneur Society, and then yeah, I was never as structured as you. Like, how did you came out with this idea, and then how do you kept with this discipline?
I just feel like, when things in life, I always have a goal, somewhat a goal for it. Like if for assignment or like for studies wise, for me, I set the bar myself is like first class. So I'll need to be structured
Okay.
for me to achieve the first class itself. So that's why I'll plan ahead lah. But I'll just accept anything that comes. So, if I don't get first class, I think it's fine as well.
I
Yeah.
see, I see. I trust that you get it. You see like
Hope so.
is it on track? Like I mean like
It's right now it's still on track, but I don't know if it's like for this year. Yeah.
I trust you will. Yeah.
Hope so.
But yes, working as a president and yes, definitely I don't know, you're working as a really high role, like top of the whole club. Do you find it affecting friendships or anything?
Friendship or anything.
Or like maybe in particular working within the club itself, because like definitely I think most of the committee you have been there in for 4 years, you know them, and then slowly you progress through the ranks from like being friends now to working together. How was it like working with friends?
Working with friends, yeah, I met a lot of friends inside Yes itself. Like I get to know a lot of people. Like working with friends, it really depends on like the thoughts from people, I think work still need to be separated from friends. And at first I joined in because of work itself. So the main thing will be still around work. Then friendship wise, I think everything is just for the club to be better. So any like conflicts arise or what, I think still can be solved. And usually there's nothing much conflict from my side lah. I think it's still fine, all good. So I think as long as like we have the same goal, want the club to be better, then I don't think it will affect much friendships lah. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, I like how it seems like you really know how to manage the club well while being the leader, the
Hope so.
president.
So
Do you have any biggest learning as the until now being the president?
biggest learning until now being the president, I think biggest learning is I'm not sure if this is a learning, but I mean like, when there's conflict arise or whatever, things come to me, then I won't have like the thoughts of like, oh my God, too many stuff. Oh, but I'm just like, oh, okay, I got this thing, then I need to solve all of this. Then I'll be like solving it one by one. I think that's how it works for me. And then from the way itself, I get to learn that, sometimes when you're at different roles, you got different point of view, POV. So you got the conflict is just because of the POV itself. So I mean, if once you guys talk about the different POV betweens, and then I think it should be good enough to solve all the conflicts already. Yeah.
It's really good. It seems like you're really a good leader. I mean, I trust you are. Yeah, I trust you are. And cool. Oh, just wondering, like in university now, juggling your study, being a final year student, and working in Yes, how do you manage your lifestyle? Like, how do you balance your lifestyle, like, between kind of work-life balance?
To be honest, all of my friends say I'm a workaholic.
Sounds like you are.
Sounds like. But I think previously maybe I'm more workaholic a bit. Right now, I think I'm still okay. I mean, but when works come, I'll of course solve it first lah. But I feel taking up clubs and studies and everything, because I'm a very chill person. Like studies wise, I also very chill. Like that's why I study.
You're very chill person.
Like study during study week.
Okay.
So it's very chill. And then for clubs wise, I think it won't be very busy until take up all of your time, until you don't have any time to hang out with your friends and your family instead. So I feel like you know, hang out with friends is still okay, even for friends which is not inside yes itself. We'll still got time to meet with them, catch up and everything. But I mean, the schedule matching part will be the hardest thing lah. Cause sometimes, when I'm free, they're not free, so that will be most of the problem. But I think other than that, it's still fine.
I see. You mentioned that this year you're less of a workaholic and previously you're more of a workaholic. Can you, is there a moment where you suddenly made the realization that decided to make you less of a workaholic?
To be honest, for me, it's just like, trusting people, I think. That's also the biggest learning I've learned.
Okay.
Like trusting people, delegate stuff to others. I think that's the biggest thing that you need to do. Once you delegate, once you trust people, then there will be less work for you. Hence, you'll be not so workaholic. You'll be just like checking stuff, yeah.
See, okay, interesting. What about your physical health? Have you been maintaining it well? Especially, yeah, you came from Indonesia and then now pretty much I assume you are just alone here?
Yeah.
Mm.
Physical health wise, I think it's still fine. I think it's all good. I think maybe still fine. I think nothing much happened with me like that's very, urgent or anything. I think everything's still good. Maybe some small sick is fine, like fever, flu. I think that's normal.
Is there any way that a routine that you follow to regularly make sure that your physical health is in check?
I'll go out for some exercise with a friend, like badminton,
Okay,
sometimes
cool.
pickleball as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
But previously, I think all of my friends say that, I went to the gym, but it's like 2 years ago. But I did went, but not so often right now. Maybe every 1 year, I guess. Yeah.
I see.
Because I stay at J Block, quite far away from the gym. So it makes me like, I need to walk there. And then it's already cardio, then I go to the gym.
I get what you mean. Yeah, it is quite funny that they built the newest block like furthest away from everything. There's an uphill hike and all that. Yeah. Interesting. Was there any point, I think right now it's more towards your studies and all that you have experienced burnout?
Burnout. I think really depends on how people like define burnout itself. For me, I don't think there's a burnout for me, but maybe if let's say there's a lot of stuff for me, that's like it comes to nighttime, but I already kind of solve it or like it is still not that urgent, then I think most of the time is my brain itself. It will keep running all the way, and then I'll become headache.
Okay,
And then
wow.
like I just use like mental. It's very good like the feng yo.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
It's very good for you to smell it. It's very relaxing. But once I came into a plan or a solution to it, then I think it's fine already. Or if I really can't solve it, I just go to sleep. Then I think tomorrow it will be all good already.
I like
Yeah.
okay. I like the mindset. I like the mindset. It's honestly something that I struggle a lot right now. I'm working with a therapist to slowly kind of yeah. So I actually started going into therapy 2 months ago, 3 months ago. In fact, I have a session tomorrow. Yeah, because like I wish I can be someone that just like definitely I face a lot of troubles and all this headaches and then I'm not someone that can just sleep through it. If I go ahead and sleep, that will bother me actually within the sleep itself, and then I'll wake up with it. So yes, but slowly now I'm managing it better. So I really do admire people that can do that, which is really good. Kind of like you're able to just let it go and then just accept that things will turn out well. In fact, things usually will.
Things will turn out well.
Yeah, things will turn out well. Just that my body doesn't respond to that way and allow me to rest
I see.
when that problem rises up.
Agree.
See, really cool. Have you heard of the term quarter life crisis?
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really good. That's really good. Because like I I'm just wondering that if you have been through that since you have never heard of that, I think
Mhm.
your life have been
It's
going
still
really well.
fine. It's still
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
fine.
perhaps honestly for
Mhm.
me, I never heard of it. Even though this podcast is like kind of based on this whole
Oh, really?
quarter life crisis idea, because my friend just came to me and then asked me about, have you heard of this thing? Do you have that?
Mhm.
Well, I think perhaps you're familiar with midlife crisis? No? Not really, okay. So I think midlife crisis is like more for like, I don't know, 40, 50 people when they have achieved something and then they kind
They
of
find it
feel,
like very hard to achieve more, is it?
not really, they kind of feel lost in life. You know, like
Oh,
they've done so
I
much and
see.
then they don't know
Okay.
what. And then for quarter life, apparently for my friend, it's more
Mm-hmm.
like we're at this stage where we kind of got out of
Uni.
university and then, yes, yes. And we feel like we want to do, we are like, how do I say it? We are not fully satisfied with our life. Our life is good enough, but then we feel like we can achieve more and then we
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to do it and all
Mm-hmm.
this. So yeah, like it's because of what he shared, and then I realized that, oh, apparently a lot of people are facing somehow struggles like this
I
and
see.
many people doesn't know about.
Mm-hmm.
So for you, do you have any struggles recently?
Recently, recently, to be really honest, I don't know. It's very hard for me to say if this thing is a struggle for
Mm.
me, but somewhat like I wanna. I think I can have an example of my assignment, which I
Okay.
just done it like 2 to 3 days
Oh,
ago, and
congratulations.
due date is today. Yeah, the due date is today,
Well,
and
I really like the fact that you've done it a few days ago. And
yeah,
if
yeah.
it's
I'll
for
still
me,
plan ahead. Won't be like very last minute lah.
for me, I would actually do it like probably a day before. And there is actually one instance where because like I finished it not exactly the day itself actually. I was just like, I kind of like, I'm so tired already. Like I did it really late. So I was like I knew that it's quite impossible for me to force myself finish it before the due date and then still give a good quality. So I just like, I will submit it later by a day. Like even went to that extent. So when I heard you like
Wow.
you submitted days before, which is really amazing.
Usually, I'll still leave myself like some gap, because I don't know what will happen
Mm,
during when I was like doing. Maybe like I found like, oh my God, this is something very hard.
mm,
Then I need more time. Then I don't leave myself any time. There's no gap or no anything. So I'll still leave myself like some gap itself. So,
mm.
I can just, you know, cover it up if
Okay.
anything is happening. So, but for that assignment, like, I want to do it like early, way early before, because I'm free in a sense, like I'm not that busy in a sense. I can like because the assignment is about like thinking a business idea, like
Oh,
new venture creation, like and then it's out of like I mean the market is still fine at 25 over 100 the web page. However, like they want us to like do a video and then a website as well, a blog,
okay.
something like that for that thing. So I
Wow.
feel like, quite a lot of stuff. But I'm very chill. I'm very chill. I'm chill until I don't know like what happened to me. Like
Okay.
it's year 3, I know I want to have first class, and then like I'm still very chill with all of this, so I feel like I want to do, but I'm still chill. So I think that's a struggle for me. Yeah.
I see, but I don't know, things turn out
Well,
well.
yeah, I
That's the
think I
thing.
think that.
Okay. Interesting, interesting.
Yeah.
I like to hear different struggles from different people, and it's always interesting perspective. So I like to hear. That's a very interesting perspective. I think the first time I've heard it, but really cool. But yes, what is your guilty pleasure when you need to unwind after a long week, let's say? Because like, well, especially recently you said that you're a worker. Previously, I guess you're more of a workaholic. Right now, you're more chill and all that. Yeah, wondering what's your guilty pleasure to wind down.
To be honest, I don't have any guilty in a sense, like
Mm,
when it's time for me to like relax.
mm,
Because I feel like you need to be like have some rest before so that you can do something better. So as long as you are clear, you can complete it between these dates, and like what exactly it will be already. So you just give yourself relax, and then I think it will be better for your mental health as well. So and you'll be more happy like when you're doing stuff as everything, it will be faster a bit. I think efficiency, yeah.
That's really good. Wow. Okay. I really like how clear you are with like the things that you have planned out and all that.
Hopefully.
I trust you are. Yeah. Are you right now you're in
Mm-hmm.
year three and
Mm-hmm.
then next year you're graduating.
Mm-hmm.
Are you afraid of life after graduation?
Afraid of life. I would say, at some point, maybe yes, because like, graduation means that, you need to earn your own money and then you need to like keep yourself alive and then like get to the life that you want,
Mm-hmm.
like achieve that. So, sometimes it'll be like, oh my God, I need to find a job. Oh my God, I don't know what to do. But at some point I'll be like, oh, just chill. Actually, nothing much to think about. I think if I apply for a job, I still can get,
Okay.
hopefully. So, I think it's just fine for me, at least for now. Because my parents did ask me like, what you want to do? Do you want to continue master? And I'm still like, I'm telling them it's like, chill, it's fine. I can think about it. I still got time. Chill. I can do it. Something like that. Because they just asked me like yesterday night.
Wow, okay.
They every time they call me, they just ask me, do you want to take master? Do you want to take master? I'm like, I don't know yet. So I just like chill. Wait until I got time. I got the kick, so I can go and search for it lah.
I
Yeah.
see. Okay. That's really good. That's really good. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. But I don't know if it's good or bad, like, cause
I mean, honestly, I think during my time, because like mine is slightly different. When I was graduating, I was like my final year was in the UK, and then my year I was really chill to the state where I kind of a bit gave up on my study. I was like, oh, like as in like that's why I not really gave up, but I just like gave me too much relaxation on my studies and all that. That's why I even allowed myself to like submit it by a day later. But I remember I think my lecture was nice, and then I don't think he deducted marks from it. I
maybe
feel
you
like,
just get too high mark, so
I don't think I performed particularly well for that module. So I suspected that he was just being really nice. Yeah, he's just being really nice. But then, because I mean, in the UK overseas, I feel like you might feel so as well because you are now studying overseas. So
if you want to go back or like stay here, maybe.
yes, especially if you want to stay here, then finding a job it might be very important because I never thought of the job hunting process like that should start like a lot earlier, and then like I think halfway through the semester, not the semester, the whole year.
You should start already, like if you're finding job for like next year, you should find it now.
Yes, like my friends are searching for job and then applying for jobs, and then I was like,
Okay.
what?
And I'm like, okay, I'll see, I'll see.
Yeah. That time I was like, I don't know. I thought that would be something after like I mean, there's summer break for it, right? Yeah.
Not until that late, but still like they're applying. Oh, okay, I'll look at later. Then it will drag.
Yeah. I'm quite surprised, but definitely it turned out well for me. I did found a job like I think in September and all that, so I believe it should be fine. But yeah, I can totally resonate with what you were thinking and all that because it's really similar to what happened.
Happened to you as
Yes. Really cool. Okay. Until this point in life, do you feel like you have a pursuit in life? Like, what is the one thing that you really want to achieve down the line?
I would say never regret.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I mean when you do any decision at what time, it's all about your choice. So you need to be responsible for it. So as long as you do that choice, you can feel like a bit like actually I can go to others, but just don't feel it as a regret because it's your decision. So just walk through it will be good. I mean, I believe like everything will go to a better way. Anything that happens, like it always meant something for you. There's maybe something for you to learn. So I think just follow through it and don't regret lah.
I see. I love that. Honestly, earlier this year, because my mom passed away, and that is like the motto I live by now as well. Like basically doing things that I wouldn't regret. In fact, yesterday I was just in an interview. I was in a work interview, and then they were asking me like, oh, what is your motivation to do all these things? And then I was just telling, yes, my motivation is to simply live a life that I do not regret. I would rather do things and fail rather than not doing things at all. Like like what's the point of missing out on an opportunity you don't
Yeah.
even know what is the outcome of it because like you did not even try.
Yeah,
So
a lot of people scared of like, about the uncertainty, but I feel like just because of the uncertainty, you shouldn't be afraid, you just need to go through it. Then perhaps good outcome, I guess. Yeah.
what is the proudest thing you think you have tried?
Proudest thing I think I've tried.
It doesn't have to have a good outcome. It's just like, like you're just proud because you tried that. And it could be a massive failure. But yeah.
Mm, I think there's always like some business opportunity that comes into my brain.
Okay.
Like especially something like the balloon love.
Okay.
Because balloon is like cheap and then like it's just manpower stuff.
Mm.
So I feel like, oh, I just need to invest in a small thing that I can like, earn like a lot of like double of it. Then I
Okay.
feel like, oh, maybe perhaps I should try. Then like I just tried that lor. So I think it's like it's okay.
Mm.
And then like previously I also do some like reseller stuff as well. During I was like high school, middle school, something like that. So it will be around age of like 12, 13, 14, something like that. And then I think at that time, like a lot of my friends, like, because I did promote it like through social media, such as Instagram, I post a lot of story for it, blah, 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 blah. And my friends, like, at that time, my friends were like, huh, why you are doing this kind of stuff?
Okay.
Like, why you're promoting at your social media, like, do we feel like, you're just a high school student, you should have like, enjoy your life, post about your life, not about like selling stuff, like, something like that. But I think from now, I look back, a lot of them are sometimes are doing that as well already.
Mm.
They're feeling like they're selling stuff online, they're posting it through their social media as well. So I feel like, I guess that more than them, like faster than them, I don't know. So I think that's quite proud for me as well. Yeah.
That's really cool. Do you still remember what prompted you to do those at such a young age?
I just find it like, oh, there's a chance, there's opportunity, then I feel like there's nothing much that for me need to be invested inside that. So I feel like I can just go ahead, nothing much I'll lose, like, so just go only. Yeah.
I love that. Okay. Do you find it hard to find your own people, if you get what I mean?
Agree. I think it's very hard. Like, because people have different mindset in a sense and different goal, you know. So it's very hard to find people that have a goal that's aligned to yours, and then people that is like separated, like work and life, work and emotions and everything is very hard. But I think you can always find someone that know you lah. So still fine, I guess.
Is there any way you try to do to try and find your own group of people?
I think just talking to them will be enough for me to know them, like in a sense, like how they work and everything. Yeah.
I see. Really nice, really nice. Because like even I mean you know it's hard to find your own people. I find that as well, like especially, and I've talked to many of the guests on the podcast, which are most of them are high achievers. They find similar troubles as well. And for me, even right now, I just moved to London, I'm still learning to find my own community through like different social group events, like networking events and all this. So yeah, it's something that I'm still actively trying to learn.
But sometimes I do feel like it's not bad when you got different thoughts with other people. So maybe perhaps that's a special thing of you as well. So can just don't care about what others thinking lah. I think that's what I learned previously as well. Because previously I'm like, I think it's like high school time. I'm quite concerned about like how others think about me and everything. But I don't know at what point of life I just find out that, to be honest, there's nothing much that people will do to you, and they will just forget about it, So just do what you want, Just don't care about others. Like, you know who you are, you know what you want to be. That's all. Yeah, I think
I
that's
like
enough.
that. Yeah, totally agree with you. I think because like I did YouTube before, and then I paid for a not overpriced, like, it's just an expensive YouTube course. I'm not sure if you know Ali Abdal.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. So he's basically a British productivity
Mm-hmm.
YouTuber, and then I subscribed to one of his YouTube course, and then I think one of the main insight he have shared is that most people just don't care about what you do and all that. There are maybe a few minor voices which are critics of like what you do, but usually most of the people either don't care, or if they care, they're usually really nice, they will support you and all this, and those are definitely the people that you know are perhaps good friends and good family members and all this. So it's we don't really have to think much about what like we I think we overthink a bit too much about how other
Yeah.
people perceive us, and then most of the people are generally nice, and then
Yeah,
those that are
yeah,
critics
agree.
are just a few. And then like if you do have a lot of critique at one
Maybe.
point, you you are actually quite famous. You have garnered quite a
Oh,
big success
I mean,
that
yeah.
that causes that. Yeah, apparently recently, so one of our previous podcast guests is
Mm.
Yi Gan. So she's actually artist,
Okay.
entrepreneur, and she creates her own design, her own merchandise as well.
I see.
And very funny because I just came back to Malaysia and I
Mm-hmm.
met her
Mm-hmm.
recently. She shared that she just found out like on some corner on the internet, they have a group which actually actively kind
Yeah.
of critique about her and
I
then like
see.
jealous about her. But
Mm-hmm.
then I was like, it's good. It's good because it means
It's not
that
bad lah sometimes.
you are, I don't know, like people are jealous of you, but
Agree.
there's a reason.
Agree.
That's why they're jealous of you, and apparently those people do copy her work and all that, which is really funny. So it means that you're at a certain level where you have achieved something
Mm-hmm.
for other people to be jealous of. It definitely doesn't feel good when you directly look at the criticism and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at it at another perspective, it's like I have done quite a success that people would rather waste time to critique me and be jealous of me instead of like doing their own thing. It's like, okay, interesting.
I think a lot of times, like thoughts around your head, it's just a matter of like perspective.
Yes.
Yeah, once you look at it from a different perspective, then you'll be thinking, oh, actually, it's not that bad.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it's still fine. It's still controllable. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I love that. Okay, well, just now we talk about your struggles. I guess I really love your struggles. So it's like you're really I like how you said that you're really chill, and then you're figuring out how to
Very relaxed.
do
Yeah.
more things. Now I would love to hear more about what's the one thing that you actually love about yourself.
One thing I love about myself, I would say the positivity.
Okay.
I think that's like where I found myself good at. I think I'm very positive. I always think like things will be getting better, and then like, if it really happens,
Mm.
learning opportunity, just take it. You'll learn something through it.
Mm.
Then, yeah, I think that's from my side lah.
Do you have any ways to deal with people who tends to be more negative?
To be honest, I'm the type of person that if you are my friends,
Huh?
I'll definitely consult you all the way. Like I'll talk to you all the way. Previously I got a friend that like there some struggle with them like during for their academic,
Mhm.
and like some like consulting them, and then like it actually went well,
Mm.
because maybe I think it's about like her thoughts by herself as well lah, because once she go through it, then she'll be fine. Actually, it's not that bad. It's not that hard.
Mm.
But just some struggle point that like keep on poking at that time that might let them like, oh, it's very hard for me. It's very hard for me. Actually, it's not that hard. So
Mm.
just trying to talk to them all the way, making them feeling positive. I think that's enough. I mean, do your best to help them.
I see. Okay. Was there any time that you tried to help someone and then they made you upset? They disappointed you?
I think God, but I think it's fine. I mean, everyone got their own choice.
Mhm.
What you decide, what you want to do. I mean, for me, it's just like, you're my friend, that's why I would like to help you. But if you don't accept it or whatever, then I feel like,
Mhm.
okay, I mean, it's not my stuff as well. But yeah.
I see, I see. Lovely. I really like that perspective of yours. Yeah. Today, I believe like okay, until actually it's amazing like how young you are. You're 18, and then like your future is filled with possibility, especially if we look back at what you have done until today. But was there any significant failure or low points in this whole 18 years of your life that shaped you into who you are today?
I don't think there's a low point for me lah. I
Oh,
think I'm
wow,
very
okay.
lucky,
Mhm.
I'm very lucky because I think everything went fine and then like not that hard for me. So what that shaped me, I think more towards like uh learn a lot from others. I like to learn from like I like to listen from like people that is like older than me talking about their experience. During I was young, I think I like to stay around my parents' table with their like friends or all of that. Then I just stay there and then like listening to them, and they'll be like, "Wow, this kid are always like listening to like people talking something like that." But I think it's a very good way to learn. You know, you listen more than you talk more, and then like you try to have some hands-on experience as well. After you experience it, then you will know like it's not that easy to cope, but you know, there's always a way to cope it. So, you know, just try to learn something new always, as always, and then just try to apply it to the thing that you learn. Then practically, then you can somewhat get to know how it goes like time to time already lah.
I see. Okay, okay. That's interesting. Um, if there's one advice that you would have given to you when you started university, what would it be?
Think I did whatever I want to do already.
Wow, okay, okay, okay.
There's not much. I think it's everything is still fine. For me, it's like I'm okay with all of the stuff happening around me right now.
I see. I love that. I love that. I think the key part is I love how happy you are with yourself. Yeah, and you are really proud of like firm and confident with you have pretty much done the best that you could have, which is really good.
Cause I mean, I really tried my best already, and I feel like just accept the facts that come through you and everything, and how to say I think when it comes, it comes lah. So you know, just accept and learn. I think yeah.
What about like to new students, freshers, or
Advice for
even
new students.
maybe for like your new club members? What would be the one key advice that you think is most important that you give them?
I think eager to learn, cause I think of like people nowadays. I think I'm not saying everyone, but I think I see a lot of people like they just want to complete like the minimum stuff or like what they need to complete. They have no eager to learn something more, which is like could actually help them in the future. So I think like eager to learn is a very important thing, and then keep your passion, I think. Yeah.
Okay, I love it. What would you say is your passion?
My passion. Learn and grow. Yeah.
Learn and grow. Okay, okay. What's the most interesting thing you've learned recently?
Most interesting thing that I've learned recently. Uh,
It doesn't have to appeal to the audience. It could be just something like I find interesting. Like recently, I don't know, have I learned something cool? Actually, this is a hard question for me as well. But generally, I learn different things as well. And then yeah, oh yes. Because I came back and then I met with different my previous podcast guest Yi and then Ashwin, and I just really enjoyed sitting around them. We spent 3 hours chatting, and then I mean both of them. One is running a kind of like creative studio, and then Ashwin is running an AI startup. I learned so much about hiring from them and how Ashwin has a very, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to share this, but I'll just keep the details to the minimum.
Okay.
He had a very bad experience with hiring, which traumatized until today. But still, you know, life goes on, and he's still working with it. And then recently, he got I think right now for his startup, he got it's quite amazing how he started a company without a kind of like a technical co-founder to kind of code all the products. He couldn't do it. His I think he and his girlfriend started the company, and then they couldn't code, they can't make the AI product, and then they found a third co-founder to work together with them. And then from that third co-founder, it's basically the third co-founder really bonded really well with the team with them, and then now he has started to build back the confidence on hiring people and all that. And then I learned so much about hiring from them, which is really mind-blowing, and I hope I will be able to apply someday when I'm growing my business and all that. So yes.
Not so recent, but I think one thing that I learned is like people always keep to their thoughts itself. Like
Okay.
they don't want to change
Mm.
sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think that's another thing. Because a lot of time I feel that I can easily convince others. I don't know why. I
Okay.
just feel so. I just feel like maybe I'm just, friendly enough. I don't know, so I can convince others and like help others perhaps. But sometimes it's just very hard to change other people's mind as well. So, it's all about their thoughts. So, I mean, you don't need to like care that much. I think that's the thing that I learned as well. Yeah.
I see. When you say that, I thought of something that's like super relevant. So like I guess I wouldn't particularly pinpoint who is it, because I think like pinpoint too obvious, but definitely very kind of recent this year in my life, I had this amazing biggest learning as well. So you're in the entrepreneurship space, I believe you might have heard this. So basically when it comes to founders and all that, founders kind of determine how much the company can grow and all that. So they have this saying, the market determine how much a business can grow, but the founder itself determines how much the company wants to grow. And from this, I figure out it's pretty much similar to human as well. So the environment really determines how much you can grow. Like definitely for people like us that we studied in university, it gave us more opportunity to grow and all that. But ultimately, it still depends on the person, on how much they want to go. They can just, study university and then ended up, enjoying, he knows what life he prefers, and then he prefers just to open a small coffee shop and then just enjoy that most of his life, which is nothing wrong, but it really depends on the person itself. Because I had someone which I was truly very invested in it, and then I was thinking that, like you said, you can really convince that person, and then I was like, if I can kind of like invest in that person, and then hopefully kind of like, it's kind of like, okay, I think it's better to frame it this way. Sorry, my words will jump on me. Imagine like each of us, we are going on a marathon for our life. And perhaps our roads are all different. People who are in university, the road is smoother, they can run a lot faster. People who doesn't have a university degree, the road is a bit more bumpy, they have to navigate through more obstacles and all that. So I was thinking, if I'm able to smoothen someone else's road, perhaps I can just help them. They can just run faster and then achieve their goals better. And then I did smoothen their road, but then the realization is that, they are just someone that prefers walking.
People have different preference.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just like, there's not much perhaps inside the world itself as well. So
Yeah.
just
So
accept everything.
yeah, sometimes we do have to accept that. Yeah, some people just prefer a different life, and
Agree.
there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I love that. All right, actually, quickly, we have reached the end, close to the end of the podcast. So there's this final big question. There's a few more tiny fun questions after that, but this big questions here. So what's the one question have I not asked, or have you not asked, that you think everyone should ask? So it could be about you, or it could be you want to ask me and all that. Yeah, this one question. Take your time to think, no rush.
Question. To be honest, I think this question already from yesterday, but
Oh,
I can't get to a question, I feel like I asked everything that I wanted to ask already.
Wow.
That's why I don't think there's like anything that, I haven't asked before, but more towards like, self, how to say that word, like, uh, maybe 自我肯定, I don't know how to say that. Like,
Okay, self-assurance and all that.
yeah, self-assurance. Yeah, I think you need to have like self-assurance to yourself, just be confident and try your best, accept all the thing happens to you. I think that's all the thing that can solve any thoughts in your brain right now. I think that statement can solve anything.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay,
everything.
okay. Cool. But do you think I feel like you might not think so, but do you think people might have any misconception about you?
Misconception. I think I act pretty much like I am, so I don't think there's that much people feel different of me. And I actually asked one of my friends previously, I asked them like, do you feel any difference, when previously before you know me and after you know me? To be honest, they say like, to be honest, there's no difference. You act like what you are, Yeah.
Wow, it sounds like you're really grounded, which is really good, and perhaps it's something that I'm trying to learn as well. Yeah, because honestly, I think myself, funny thing. Like recently, I mean, I broke up earlier this year, and then right now I'm going on different dates, and then always there's this very funny thing. Like people will say that very extroverted, and you're like, oh, you're an extrovert, is it, and all that. Or sometimes people they'll be on dates, and then they'll be like, yeah, do you think I'm an like the girl will be asking me, like, do you think I'm an extrovert? And I was like, no, maybe not, not exactly no, because personally, myself, I think I've changed so much. I really admire you how you're like this all this while, which is amazing because I think it took me a lot of effort to kind of change until to be who I am today. I was like super introverted, and then right now I guess I'm more of an ambivert. That's what the term they use now. But I chose I enjoy deep conversations when speaking to people, the right people at the right place. I can be more extroverted and all that. So yeah, so I guess that's how I am different in certain sense and all this, which I really admire you how grounded you are. You're like same most of the time, which is really amazing.
I think it really depends on like what you want to show others about yourself. Sometimes you just show others like what you want to show them. So yeah, it really depends on like your stage right now, what you want to show them.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, yes. Thank you so much for all the sharing that you have given to us. I really enjoyed listening to your journey. But always at the end of the podcast, I always ask for a movie recommendation and a book recommendation from our guests. So, what would be yours?
Book recommendation. Oh my god.
Book and movie, yeah, one each.
Book. I don't read books.
Oh, you don't read book. It's fine if you don't read book. It's totally fine.
I don't like reading.
Okay.
Like previously, when I was like primary school, I opened an English like storybook for me to sleep, because I don't like reading, so I'll choose to sleep. Yeah. But for movie wise, I don't think there's an exact one for me. But I like those serial movies such as like murder things. Like yeah, I like that. So
Interesting.
yeah.
Okay.
That kind of like movies.
Is there particular one that stood out to you that you really, really enjoyed?
There's one. What's that called? Wait, let me find a bit.
Yeah, take your time. It's totally fine.
They write it like medical examiner Dr. Chen.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it a Korean or like Chinese?
It's a Chinese movie.
Okay. So what is it about?
It's like a murder case, and then like you can see how people act differently when they're in the dark, Yeah, I think like I don't know why, I just enjoy people like how people, action, how is their action when they're like not so happy.
I see. Okay. Not the murdering part, right?
I don't know. I just like to see like how they,
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I think
Interesting.
it's fun. I don't know.
Okay, that's really cool. That's really a very interesting insight about you.
Yeah.
I think like if I never asked that question, I've never known about this. So I'm glad that I asked that. And then secretly, I'm just using this to learn more about more movies, about what different guests watch and all that. Because I think movies and books and all this really show like gives a very different insight
Insights of,
into
like,
the
into the
guests and
person
all that.
itself. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So you can learn a lot from that.
But I think
Yeah.
a lot of murder movie is very good because you know you can understand like how people act inside the when they're at the very dark stage of their life. So perhaps maybe if it happens to be you,
Okay.
then you can like think differently than them, you know, because
I see. Yes.
like bad ending for them,
I
you know.
see.
So I think maybe you can have something different if you know more, learn more, know people either got the same struggle as you as well. Yeah.
I see. I like how you frame it that way. That's really good. That's a really good way. Yeah, okay. That's really lovely. So, yes, thank you for sharing all this. And for people audience who would like to reach out to you or even reach out to Yes, what would be the best way for them to do so?
The best way, I think you can just visit our Instagram, yes.unm, and then like you can text us, like PM us directly. Then you can reach out to us as already.
What about you, for you?
For me, Instagram as well.
All right, that would be great. So we'll basically put down the links down in the description below. So for anyone that's interested in the Youth Entrepreneur Society, which is amazing. I mean, I practically born there. My life changed there, and then now we have 4 year. How do I say it? 4 year alumni, I guess, within Yes itself, sharing the whole story. I think if you're interested in your UNM, feel free to join as well. And then if you like to contact Sunny, definitely we have the Instagram page there as well. So yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining today's podcast. I
No
really
problem.
enjoyed speaking to you and learning so much about you. And I am personally, being from Yes, I'm really happy to see that Yes is in great hands right now, and I hope that it will
Hopefully.
do a lot better. I mean, like, yeah, I love how you just ultimately want to just improve the club. It's always for the better of the club, and that just by that I'm very happy about.
you.
Yes itself, yeah.
Agree.
Yeah. So yes, thank you for coming, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. I think, holidays is coming soon, and then soon it will be exam as well. But I bet you have prepared well.
I'll be studying. I will never holiday, I guess. Yeah.
But that is good. I mean, you're following instruction.
Yeah, I'm following my structure.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
All right, no problem.
If you enjoyed the podcast, I would really appreciate if you leave us a 5-star review and follow us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, or if you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Thanks again for listening to Gen Z Journey. We'll see you again next week. Remember to subscribe to get notified as new episodes come out every Thursday, and please share this podcast to anyone you think would enjoy it. This is Andrew Kuan from Gen Z Journey.